Okay, so 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes on SEO and AI. So we're going to start with what is SEO. The goal of SEO is to rank websites higher on organic search. Usually Google, but not always. We can talk about Bing or other search engines, but usually we talk about Google. Now, it's important to keep in mind, none of these search engines, especially Google, can't read, okay? It's just math. The searcher's behavior is telling these search engines what exactly does searchers want when they type a query into the search engine, into Google. So let me show you what I mean by that. So this is just a theoretical search engine results page from Google. Say you type something into Google, it's going to give you the first 10 results. Usually there's going to be ads on top and some other stuff, but you know, this is the extent of my graphic design abilities, so this is what we get. Now, let's say result number 5 looks really good to you. The title tag looks good, the meta description looks good, so you go ahead and you click on number 5. Okay, so then you're going to obviously be brought over to result number 5. And once you get there, you see that result number 5 is a terrible website and it doesn't answer your question. There's something really off-putting about it. So you spend 15 seconds on this result number 5 and then you hit back and you go back to the search results page. Then you try result number 9. Maybe I'll put this up here. Then you try result number 9. You click on number 9. Now, number 9 is exactly what you wanted. And you're going to spend 2 minutes on result number 9, read all the content, you're going to take notes about it, maybe even bookmark result number 9, and then you close your browser. So, number 5 didn't answer your question, number 9 did. The result of that, if enough people do that, relative to the search volume, we're going to see number 9 climb up in search results and number 5 go down. So when Google shows you the top 10 search results, what it's really showing you is what across all of its users, all of its searchers, the 10 results that helped those searchers the most. Okay? Now, the real question is, no one goes to the 7th page of search results. Very few people go past the first page. Very few people go past the first page, if I could speak. So how does Google get data, user engagement data for results on the 7th page? Well, the answer is that it really doesn't, okay? So when you're writing your content, assuming you're not going to be on the first page straight away, you need to write that content so Google knows what you're writing about. Again, remember, it's just math, it's an algorithm. But you also have to engage your future audience. If you only are writing for Google, maybe you'll make it to the first page, but you're not going to stay there for very long. Google's going to drop you down pretty quick when it sees that people don't engage or interact with your content. And links from other websites to yours, that is a vote of trust. That other website trusts you enough to link to your website. Google still uses links as a sign of quality, okay? So to get to page 1, SEO is about writing content for Google and then getting links to demonstrate that the content is good, that Google will build that trust with you, okay? Then once you get to the first page or close to it, then you're going to need to ensure that your user experience is good so that you can stay there and improve working toward that number 1, number 2, number 3 rank position. Now, let's talk about AI. When I say AI, I really mean ChatGPT. There's a few others, Gemini, but they're all basically large language models. And GPT, I've seen this question a lot. What does GPT stand for in ChatGPT? It stands for Generative Pre-training Transformer. I know that's super useful. Now I know exactly what ChatGPT is because I know it's Generative Pre-training Transformer, of course. Okay, so the way these models work is they were basically fed the entire internet and they used that massive data set to learn about language, word structure, word use. So right now, they don't read from left to what? They don't read from left to right. They read every word in a sentence at the same time and then they compare it to others, okay? So the way they generate a response is it chooses words and sentences that fit the prompt using previously learned patterns. Okay, so that's a really fancy way to say they're basically a content rewriter. A very fancy content rewriter, but a content rewriter. So it's just basically regurgitating words, languages, sentences that it has read on the internet, but regurgitating them in a new way. So the result of this, two big challenges with AI. Number one is something that is politely called hallucination. That means, my favorite joke here, why can't you trust an atom? Because they make up everything. AI has a tendency to just make things up, right? It can't fact check itself. It's just going to spit out a very confident and very wrong answer. And it does this often enough that you really need to be careful about it when you're using AI to generate or to help you generate content. The second one is uniqueness, right? I just said the way that AI works is it generates responses based on its data set, based on the internet. So the way they work now, it is impossible for the AI to give uniqueness to its content. There's no human experience. And that means that when you're editing this content, you need to go in and add opinions, advice, life experience, human perspective, uniqueness. So those are the two things that you need to worry about when you're using AI content. Now, we can avoid the second one. We can get ChatGPT to add a little bit more human perspective when we use good prompts. You'll get to those later. I'll give you exactly the prompts that we use at my agency. But you still need a human editor to fact check because of hallucination. And, words like delve or the digital landscape of today. Humans don't really write like that, but ChatGPT loves to. So in general, we're going to use ChatGPT to save time. So we're not going to spend hours doing analysis. We're not going to spend hours doing content production. We're not going to need to hire employees to do these things. ChatGPT is going to do it for us in just a few minutes. It's incredibly strong in what it can do, especially ChatGPT 4. It can analyze and generate CSV files if we ask it to. It can analyze PowerPoint slides. It can generate charts. It can generate images. So ChatGPT is going to be a massive time saver so that we can accelerate results for our websites, for our clients.